If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. That strain again, it had a dying fall. Oh, it came over my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough! No more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before. O spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that, notwithstanding thy capacity, receiveth as the sea, not enters there. Of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price, even in a minute. So full of shapes is fancy that it alone is high fantastical. What, Curio?
The heart.
Why, so I do, the noblest that I have. Oh, when mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. In that instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires, like fell and cruel hounds, ever since pursue me. How now?
So please, my lord.
What news from her?
I might not be admitted, but from her handmaid Jordan is answer. The Olivia itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold a face ample view, but like a cloistress, she'll veiled walk and water once a day her chamber round, with eye offending brine. All this, to season a brother's dead love, which she'll keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath a heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love but to a brother? How will she love when all supplied and filled her sweet perfections with one self-king? Away before me to sweet beds of flowers. Love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
Is this?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Whither am I?
Tis Earth, but there's no intelligent life
What
on
country is
Earth.
this?
Madam,
What country is
knowest
this?
thou this country?
What country is this? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Captain, methinks we are lost.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
I say, what country, friends, is this?
Ah, this is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailors?
It is perchance you yourself were saved?
My poor brother. And so perchance may he be?
True, madam. And to comfort you with chance, assure yourself. After our ship did split, when you and those poor numbers saved with you hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself to a strong mast that lived upon the sea. I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves so long as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. And knowest thou this country?
Aye, madam, well. For I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as in name.
What is the name?
Orsino.
Orsino! I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late. For but a month ago I went from hence. Then 'twas fresh in murmur, as you know what the great ones do, the less will prattle of, that he did seek the love of good Olivia.
What is she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since. Then, leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother who also shortly died, for whose dear love they say she hath endured the company and sight of men.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world till I made my own occasion mellow what my estate is.
That were hard to compass, because she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the duke's.
There is a kind behavior in thee, Captain, and this thy good and outward character I prithee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid, for such disguise shall haply become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt disguise me as an eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. What else may hap to time, I will commit. Only shape thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, then let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
In the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain, it raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate, with hey-ho, the wind in the rain, against knaves and thieves man shut their gate, for the rain, it raineth every day. But when I came alas to wive, with hey-ho, the wind in the rain, by swaggering could I never thrive, for the rain, it raineth every day. But when I came unto my bed, with hey...
Oh, the 12th day of December, my true love came to me. What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus? I'm sure care's an enemy to life.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier nights. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exception to your ill hours.
Well, let her accept before accept.
Aye, but you must confine yourself to the modest limits of order.
Confine? I'll confine myself no finer than I am. These clothes are good enough to drink in, and so be these boots too, and be they not. Well, they can hang themselves by the straps.
That quaffing and drinking will undo you. I heard my lady talk of it yesterday.
I'm drinking health to my niece, and I'll drink to her as long as there is a passage in my throat and drink in delirium. He is a coward and coin-strilled that will not drink to my niece until his brain turns the toe like a parish top. What, wench?
Still, your niece will not be seen. The Count himself, your hard by woos her.
She'll none of the count. She won't match above her degree, neither in estate, years, nor wealth. I've heard her swear it.
Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
You either fear his humor or my negligence that you call into question the continuance of his love. Is he inconstant, sir, in his favors?
No, believe me.
I thank you. Here comes the count.
Who saw Cesario home?
On your attendance, my lord. Here.
Stand you a while aloof there, Cesario. Thou knowest no less but all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her door and tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, but if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit you.
Be clamorous and leap all civil bounds rather than make unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord. What then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. She will tend it better in thy youth than in a nuncio of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall get belie thy happy years, that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as a maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all assemblative a woman's part. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord, to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a barful strife whoe'er I woo, myself would be his wife.
Nay. Either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips in way of thy excuse. My lady will hang me for thy absence.
Let her hang me. He that is well hanged in this world needs to fear no colours.
Yet you will be hanged for being so long absent. Or be turned away. Is that not as good as a hanging to you?
Many a good hanging prevents a bad marriage.
You are resolute then.
Not so, neither. But I am resolved on 2 points.
That if one break, the other will hold. Or if both break, your Gaskins will fall.
Apt in good faith, very apt. Well, go thy way.
Here comes my lady. Make thy excuse wisely. You were best.
Wit. Ain't be thy will. Put me into good fooling. Those wits, who think they have thee, do very oft prove fools. And I, who am sure I lack thee, may pass for a wise man. For what says Quintuplus? Better a witty fool than a foolish wit.
God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Do you not hear, fellows? Take away the lady.
Go to, you're a dry fool. I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
2 faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend. Forgive the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry. Bid the dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he is no longer dishonest. The lady bid take away the fool, therefore I say take her away.
Sir, I bade them take away you.
Misprision in the highest degree. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Make your proof.
I must catechize you for it, Madonna. What could my mouse of virtue answer me?
Well, sir, for once for other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
Oh, I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
Ah, the bigger fool, Madonna. For mourning for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, gentlemen.
What doth think of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do until the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity, for the better increasing of your folly.
What sayest thou to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day by an ordinary fool that had no more brain than a stone. Look you, he's at a stand already. Unless you laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Oh, now, Mercury, and do thee with leasing, for thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman that much desires to speak with you.
From the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam. 'Tis a good young man, and well attended.
Who of my people hold him in delay?
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Fetch him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Fie on him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick, or not at home, what you will to dismiss it. Now you see here, sir, how your fooling grows old, and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool. Ah, here he comes. One of thy kin has a most weak pia matter.
By my honor, half drunk. Who is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A gentleman! What gentleman?
'Tis a gentleman here. Plague of this pickled herring. Oh no, son!
Ah, good Sir Toby.
Cousin, how have you come so early by this lethargy?
Lechery, I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
Hey, Mary, what is he?
Then to be the devil, and he will. I care not. In your face, say I. Well, it's all one.
What's a drunken man like, fool?
Like a fool, a madman and a drowned man. One draught of a heat makes him a fool, the second mads him, and the third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the coroner, and let him settle my cuz, for he is in the 3rd degree of drink. He's drowned. Go, look after him.
Oh, he is but mad yet, Madonna. And the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears that he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. He took on himself to understand so much, and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seemed to have foreknowledge of that as well, and therefore comes to speak with you. What's to be said to him, lady? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so. He swears he will stand at the door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he will speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Why, of mankind?
What manner of man?
A very ill manner. He will speak with you, will you or no?
Of what personage and years is he?
Not old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. He is very well favored, and he speaks very shrewishly. One would think the mother's milk was scarce dry in him.
Let him approach. Call forth my gentlewoman.
Gentlewoman! My lady calls!
Give me my veil. Come, throw it over my face. We will once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The most honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak with me. I will answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. I'd be loath to cast away my speech, for besides which it is excellently well penned. I have taken great pains to con it.
Whence came you, sir?
I can say little more than I have studied, and that question's out of my part. Good gentle one, give me modest assurance, if you be the lady of the house, that I may proceed in my speech.
Are you a player?
No, my profound heart. And yet by the very things of malice I swear, I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am.
Most certain if you are she, you do usurp yourself. For what is yours to bestow is not yours to reserve. But this is from my commission. I will on with my speech in your praise and show you the heart of my message.
Come to what's important in it. I'll forgive you the praise.
Alas, I took great pains to study it, and 'tis poetical.
It is more likely to be feigned. I pray you keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. Speak your office.
And alone concerns your ear? I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hands. My words are as full of peace as matter.
Yet you begin rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment. What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear of this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweet lady.
A comfortable doctrine, and much can be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom? What chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission with your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text. But we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Is it not well done?
Excellently done, if God did all.
'Tis ingrained, sir. 'Twill endure wind and weather.
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose lip and cheek nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. It shall be inventoried, and every particle and utensil labeled to my will as item 2 lips indifferent red, item 2 brown eyes with lids to them, item 1 neck, 1 chin, and so forth. Were you sent hither to praise me?
I see what you are, and you are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are just. My lord and master loves you. Oh, such love could be but recompense though you were crowned the nonpareil of beauty.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does know my mind. I cannot love him. Yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, and of great state. Yet I cannot love him.
If I did love you in my master's flame with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantons of condemned love and sing them loud even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberate hills, and make the babbling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! You should not rest between the elements of air and earth, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your, parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state as well. I am a gentleman.
Get ye to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more. Unless perchance you come this way again, tell me how he takes it. Fare thee well. Thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am no feed post, lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart a flint that you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, dear cruelty.
Oh, what is your parentage? Above my fortunes, but my state as well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirits give me fivefold blazon. No, not so fast. Soft, soft. Unless the master were the man, how now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this use perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth that creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. Well, home, Malvolio!
Here, madam. At your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left his ring behind him, would I or not. I'll none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that the youth comes this way tomorrow, I'll give him reason for it. Hie thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I know not what, in fear to find. Mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be. And be this so.
Will you stay no longer, nor will you not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore, I shall crave of you your leave that I may bear my evils alone. It were a bad recompense for your love to lay any of them on you.
Let me yet know whither you are bound.
Know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian. My father was that Sebastian of Messalene, of whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. But some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas, the day.
A lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. She bore a mind that envy could not but call fair. She's drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Oh, pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, my kind Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
If you will not murder me for my love, let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have already done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare ye well at once. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
May the gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else would I very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I do adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
not even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, yet on a moderate pace, I have since arrived but hither.
She bade me return this ring to you, sir. You might have saved me my pains by taking it away yourself. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord in a desperate assurance that she will none of him. And one more thing, be not so hardy as to return on his affairs unless it be to report your lord's taking of this. Receive it thus.
She took the ring of me, I'll none of it.
Come now, sir, you peevishly threw it to her. It is her wish that it be so returned. If it is worth the stooping for, there it lies, in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside hath not charmed her. She made good view of me indeed, so much sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak and starts distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. None of my lord's ring? Why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so as 'tis. Poor lady, she were better love a dream. Disguise, I see, thou art a wickedness. Alas, our frailty is the cause, not we, for such we are made of, such we be. How will this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond on him as much. And she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Does not our life consist of the four elements? Faith, so they say. But I think rather it consists of eating and drinking. Thou art a scholar. Therefore, let us eat and drink. Oh, right, I say, a stoop of wine. Oh, here comes the fool of faith. Welcome, ass. How about a song? Here's sixpence for you. Let's have a song.
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
A love song. I care not for good life.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stay and hear, your true love's coming, that can sing both high and low. Trip no further, pretty sweeting, journeys end in lovers' meeting. Every wise man's son doth know.
Good.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter. Present mirth, have present laughter. What's to come is still unsure. In delay there lies no plenty, so come kiss me, sweet and 20. Youth's a star will not endure.
Very sweet and contagious of faith. But shall we rouse the night owl in a catch? Shall we do that? And you love me? Let's do it. I'm a dog at a catch.
By a lady, sir, and some dogs will catch well.
Most certain. Now catch me, thou knave.
Hold thy peace, thou knave knight. I shall be constrained to call you knave knight.
'Tis not the first time I've constrained one to call me knave. Begin, fool. It begins, hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold my peace.
Oh, good faith. Begin.
Hold thy peace,
Hold
thou
thy
knave.
peace,
Hold thy
thou
peace,
knave.
thou knave.
Thou knave. Thou knave. Hold thy peace, thou knave.
Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
My lady's a Catayan. We're politicians. Malvolio's a Peg Ramsey. But three merry men be we. Am not I consanguineous? Am I not of her blood, Tilly Valley? Ah, the 12th day of December.
For the love of God, peace.
My masters! Are you mad? Oh, what are you? Do you make an alehouse out of my lady's house? Is there no respect for place, person, or time in you?
We do keep time, sir. In our catches. Snack up.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that though she harbors you as her kinsman, she is nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself from your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it please you to take your leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell. Farewell, dear heart, for I must needs be gone.
Nay, good Sir Toby.
His eyes do show his days are almost done.
Is it even so?
But I shall never die.
Oh, Sir Toby, there you lie.
This does you much credit.
Shall I bid him go?
Oh, what and if you do?
Shall I bid him go and stand?
Oh, no, you dare not.
Out of tune, sir. Maria, a stoup of wine.
Mistress Mary, if you value my lady's favor at anything more than contempt, you will not give means to this uncivil rule. She shall hear of this by my hand.
Go shake your ears. Sweet Sir Toby, be patient for tonight with Monsieur Malvolio. Let me alone with him. If I do not gull him and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wood enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Oh, possess us. Tell us something of him.
Marry, sir. Sometimes he is a kind of Puritan so crammed as he thinks with excellencies that it's his ground of faith that all that look on him love him. And on that vice in him will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What shalt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein by the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, the expression of his eye, forehead, and complexion, he shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
I smell a device. Excellent. He shall think by the letters that thou wilt drop that they are from my niece and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now would make him an ass.
Ass? I doubt not.
'Twill be admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant you. I know my physic will work with him. I will plant it thus, where he shall find the letter. Observe his construction of it. For this night, to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell.
Good night, Penthesilea.
Before me, she's a good wench.
Oh, she's a beagle, true bred, and one that adores me. What of that?
I was adored once too.
Well, let's to bed.
Aye?
Oh, I'm going to burn some sack, and the night is too. It's too late to go to bed now. Come on.
Give me some music. Good morrow, friends. Now, good Cesario, but that piece of song, that old and antique song we heard last night, methought it did relieve my passion much. Come now, but one verse.
He is not here, so please your lordship that you should sing it.
Who was it?
Festi, a jester, my lord, that the Lady Olivia's father doth took much delight in. He is about the house.
Seek him out, and play the tune the while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it, remember me, for I am as all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives the very seat to the place where love is thrown.
Oh, thou dost speak masterly. My life upon it, young though thou art, thine eye estate upon some favor that it loves, hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion.
She's not worth thee, then. What year is it, faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven.
I think it well, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, and thy affection cannot hold the bent. For women are as roses, whose fresh flower being once displayed doth fall that very hour.
And so they are, alas, that they are so, to die even when they to perfection grow.
Oh, fellow, come! The song we had last night. Mark it, Cesario. It is old and plain. The spinsters and the knitters in the sun, and the free maids that weave their threads with bones do used to chant it. It is silly, sooth, but dallies with the innocence of love, like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
Aye, prithee, sing.
Come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, breath, I am slain by a well-cruel maid. My shrouded sheet stuck all with you preparing. My part in death no one so true did share it. Not a flower sweet on my plain goblin let there be strong. Not a friend greet my poor corpse where my bones shall be thrown. A thousand sighs to save, lay me aware. Sad true lover, never find my grave to weep there.
There's for thy pains.
Oh, no pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
I'll pay for thy pleasure, then.
Oh, truly, sir. And pleasure will be paid one time or another.
Give me leave now to leave thee.
Farewell.
Let all the rest give place. Once more, Cesario. Get thee yon to save sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love, more noble than the world, prizes that miracle and queen of gems.
But if she cannot love you, sir?
I cannot be so answered.
Sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of the heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she then not be answered?
There is no woman's sides that can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter, loved a man. As it might be, perhaps were I a woman, I should your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love. She sat like Patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was this not love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will. For still we prove much in our vows and little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house and all the brothers too, yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Say, my love can give no place. Bide no denay.
How come? If I lose a scruple of this sport, let me be boiled to death with melancholy.
Wouldst thou not be glad to have this rascally sheep-biter come to some notable shame?
I would exult, man. You know he brought me out of favor with my lady about a bear baiting here.
To anger him, we'll have the bear again, and we'll fool him, black and blue. Oh, here comes the little villain. How now, my jewel?
Get ye both into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. He's been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close in the name of jesting. Fly thou there. For here comes a trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and I have heard herself come thus near, that if she were to fancy, it would be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What am I to think on it?
He's an overweening rogue.
No peace. Contemplation makes a rare turkey cock of him. How he jets under his advanced plume.
To be Count Malvolio.
Oh, rogue.
Oh, peace. Now he's deeply in. Look how imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married, sitting in my state,
Just go for a stone bow to hit him in the eye.
having left Olivia in my daybed, where she lay sleeping,
Fire and brimstone.
Oh, peace, peace.
and then for my cousin Toby,
Bolts and shackles.
Peace, peace, now.
7 of my people, with an obedient start, make out for him. I frown the while, and perchance wind watch or toy with some rich jewel. Toby approaches, courtesy's there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
Though our silence be drawn from us with cars, yet peace.
I extend my hand to him thus, exchanging my familiar smile with an assured regard of control.
Does not Toby bring you a bolt to the lips then?
Saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech.
What?
You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab!
Nay, patience, or we break the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with...
Now is the woodcock near the gin.
Oh, peace, and may in spirit of humor intimate reading aloud to him.
'Tis my lady's hand. These be her C's, her U's, and her T's, and thus makes she her great P's. It is in contempt of good question her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's. Why that?
To the unknown beloved, with my best wishes. Her very phrases. By your leave, wax, soft, and the impressure her Lucrece, with which she uses to seal. 'Tis my lady. To whom should this be?
This wins him, liver and all.
Jove knows I love, but lips do not move. No man must know. No man must know. If this should be thee, Malvolio.
Marry, hang thee, Brock.
I may command where I adore, but silence, like a Lucrece knife, with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life.
A fustian riddle.
Excellent wench, say I.
M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first, let me see. I may command where I adore. She may command me, I serve her. She is my lady. But the end, what does this alphabetical position portend? M-O-A-I must sway my life. I could make this resemble something in me. M. Malvolio. Why, that begins my name.
Did not I say he would work it out?
M-O-A-I. And yet, to crush this a little, it must bow down to me, for every one of those letters is in my name. Soft. Here follows prose. If this falls into thy hands, revolve. In my stars I am above thee. But be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, some have greatness thrust upon them. Be opposite with kinsmen, and surly with servants. She thus advises thee, that sighs for thee. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say remember. Farewell. She that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne can discover not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off gross acquaintance, and I will be point devise the very man. She did commend my yellow stockings of late, and she did wish to see me ever cross-gartered. And in this, she manifests herself to my love. I do not now fool myself to jade my imagination, for every reason excites to this. My lady loves me, and with a kind of injunction, drives me to the ways of her liking. Jove and my stars be praised. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the speed of putting on. Here is yet a postscript. Thou canst not but choose know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it be seen in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well. Therefore, ever in my presence be smiling, dear my sweet, I prithee. I will smile. I will do everything thou wilt have me do.
Oh, I would not give my part of the sport for a pension of thousands.
I will marry this wench for this device, and have no other dowry with her but such another jest.
Oh, here comes thy noble goal catcher.
Oh, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
Nay, but say true, does it work on him?
Like aquavitae with a midwife.
If you will then see the fruits of the sport, Marcus first approach before my lady. He will come to her and yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests, and you will smile before her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
Oh, to the gates of Tartarus, my most excellent devil of wit.
By the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such a matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
So thou may say a king lies by a beggar if the beggar dwell near him, or the church stands by thy tabor if thy tabor stand by the church.
You have sense, sir, to see this age.
Art thou not the Lady Olivia's fool?
No, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no folly. She will keep no fool till she be married. And fools are as like husbands as pill cards are to herrings. The husband's the bigger. I am indeed not a fool, but a corrupter of words.
I have seen thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, sir, but the fool must be as oft with your master as with my mistress. I think I saw your wisdom there.
Nay, and thou pass upon me, I'll no more. Hold, there's expenses for thee.
Now Jove and his next commodity of hair send me a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee I am almost sick for one. Though I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
Would not a pair of these have bread, sir?
Yes, being kept together and put to use.
I would play Lord Pandarus of Phrygia, sir, to bring a Cressida to the toilets.
I understand you, sir. 'Tis well begged.
The matter, I hope, is not great, sir. Begging but a beggar. Cressida was a beggar. My lady is within, sir.
Fellow is wise enough to play the fool, and to do that well craves a kind of wit. He must observe the mood on whom he jests, the quality of persons, and the time, and, like the haggard, check at every feather that comes before his eye. This practice is as full of labor as a wise man's art, for folly as he wisely shows us fit. But wise men, folly fallen, quite taint their wit.
Oh, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous that you should enter, if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage.
Taste your legs, sir. Put them to motion.
My legs do better understand me, sir, than I understand you bidding me taste my legs.
I mean to go, sir, to enter.
I will answer you with gate and entrance. But we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
Oh, very rare. Courtier. Rain odors. Well.
My matter hath no voice for your own ear.
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, in most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, good princess.
My servant, sir? 'Twas never a merry world where since lowly feigning was called compliment. Your servant to the Count Orsino, youth.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him. For his thoughts, would they were blanks rather than filled with me.
I come to wet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you, I bade you never speak again of him. But were you to undertake another suit, I'd rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady,
Give me leave, beseech you. I did send, after the last enchantment you did here, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you, to force that on you in such a shameful coming, which you knew none of yours. What might you think? To the one receiving, enough is shown. A cypress, not a bosom, hideth my heart. So let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, not a grise, for 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Well then, methinks it's time to smile again. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. Yet, when wit and youth have come to harvest, your wife is alike to reap a proper man. There lies your way, due west.
Then westward ho. Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. You'll nothing, madam, to my lord by me?
Stay, I prithee, tell me what thou thinkest of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then think you right, I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. Do not extort thy reasons from this clod, for that I woo, therefore hath no cause. But, with reason thus, with reason fatter, love sought is good, but given unsought, better.
By innocence I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. So, adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for perhaps mayest move that heart, which now abhors, to like his love.
Of nine come.
If you desire the spleen and will laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. Yon Cole Malvolio is turned heathen, very renegado. For there is no Christian that means to be saved by believing rightly that can ever believe such impossible passages of grossness. He's in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered?
Most villainously, like a pedant that keeps a school in the church. I have dogged him like his murderer. He does obey every point of the letter that I set out to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines than is in the new map with the augmentation of the Indies. You've not seen such a thing as 'tis. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. I know my lady will strike him, and if she do, he will smile and take it for great favor.
Come now, come take us where he is.
I did not by my will trouble you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire, more sharp than foul steel, did spur me forth. And not all love to see you, though so much as might have drawn one to a longer voyage. But jealousy of what might befall your travels, being skilless in these parts, which, to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable. My willing love, the rather by these arguments of fear, set forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks and ever thanks. And what's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this part?
Best first go see your lodging.
I am not weary, and is long tonight. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the things and the memorials of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Count and his galleys, I did some service of such note indeed, that if I be taken here, it would scarce be answered.
Be like you so great number of his people.
The offense is not of such bloody nature, albeit the quality time and quarrel might have given us bloody argument, for which if I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then
Doth not
want
fit me.
to open.
Hold, sir. Here's my purse. In the south suburb, at the Elephant, 'tis best to lodge. There you shall have me.
Why I your purse?
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy you have decided to purchase. And your store, I think, is not for idle market, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
He will come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? For you 'tis bought more often begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He is sad and civil, and suits well for servants of my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He is coming, madam, but in very strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
Why? What is the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam. He does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have your guard about you if he come. For sure, the man is tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither.
Malvolio, come hither!
I am as mad as he, if sad and merry madness equal be. How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady! Hoo-hoo!
Smilest thou? I have sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady? I could be sad. This does cause some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. But if it please the eye of one, it is with me is the very true sonnet. Please one, please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Why, I'm not green in my mind, though yellow in my leg.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, I'll come to thee, sweetheart.
Ugh, God comfort thee. Why dost thou smile so?
How do you, Malvolio?
At your request. Be not afraid of greatness, 'twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great,
Eh?
some achieve greatness,
What sayest thou?
some have greatness thrust upon
Heaven
them.
restore thee!
Remember who commended thy yellow stocking,
Oh, thy yellow stockings.
and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered.
Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest it to be so.
Am I maid?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is very midsummer madness.
Madam, the young gentleman of the Countess Sinos has returned. I can hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
Go call him. I'll come to him. Good Mariah. Let this fellow be looked to. Where is my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have special care of him. I will not have him miscarry for half of my dowry.
Draw near me now. No less a man than Sir Toby to look to me. Cast thy humble stuff, said she. Be opposite with kinsmen and surly with servants. I have limed her. Well, 'tis Jove's doing, and Jove is to be thanked. And just now, when she left, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Everything adheres together. Nothing that can be can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, it is Jove's doing, not mine, and Jove is to be thanked.
Which way is he in the name of sanctity? And if all the devils of hell be drawn in little and Legion himself possess him, then I'll speak to him.
Here he is, here he is. How is't with you, sir? How is't with you, man?
Go off. I discard thee. Let me enjoy my solitude. Go off.
Lo! How hollow the fiend speaks within him! Did not I tell you? Sir Toby, my lady pray you to have a care of him.
Oh, did she so?
Go to, peace. He must be dealt with gently. Let me alone. How do you, Malvolio? How is it with you? What man? Defy the devil and consider he's an enemy of the mankind.
Do you know what you say, sir?
La, you! You speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart. Oh, pray God he be not bewitched.
How now, mistress?
Oh!
Prithee, hold thy peace.
Sir?
Oh, get him to say his prayers, good Sir Toby. Get him to pray.
My prayers, minx?
No, I warrant you, he won't hear of godliness. Oh.
Go hang yourselves all. You are idle, shallow people. I am not of your elements. You will learn more hereafter.
It's possible.
If this were played upon a stage now, I would condemn it as an improbable fiction.
His very genius takes infection of the device, man.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and taint.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Come. We will have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already of the belief that he's mad, and we can carry it thus for our pleasure and his penance, until our very penance, our pastime, is out of breath, and it prompts us to have mercy on him, at which time we will bring the device before the bar and crown thee a finder of madmen.
Here comes the gentleman with your niece. Give them way till he take leave, and presently after him.
I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor to unchary out. There's something in me that reproves my fault, but such a headstrong, potent fault it is, that it but mocks reproof.
With the same behavior that your passion bears goes on my master's grief.
Here, wear this jewel from me. 'Tis my picture. Refuse it not, it hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow.
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like you may bear my soul to hell.
Pray God defend me.
Pray God he keep his oath.
I do assure you 'tis against my will.
If this young gentleman have done offense, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
Why, sir, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love will yet do more than you have heard him brag to you that he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
sirs.
This is the man. To thy office.
Antonio, I arrest thee at the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no jot. I know your favor well, but now you have no sea cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you. There is no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do now that my necessity makes me ask you for my purse? It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the just kindness you have showed me here, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. Hold. There's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible my deserts to you can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery, lest I be so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses I've done for you.
I know of none, nor I know you by voice or any feature.
Oh, heavens themselves!
Come, sir, I pray you, go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that stands here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, relieved him with such sanctity of love, and to his image, which methought promised most venerable worth, did I devotion.
What's that to us? The time goes by. Away!
But oh, how vile and idle proves this God. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature, shame.
Come, sir.
Lead me on.
Come, Fabian, let us whisper over a couplet or two of old St. Saws.
Methinks his words do from such passion fly that he believes himself. So do not I. Prove true, imagination, oh, prove true that I, dear brother, be now ta'en for you. He names Sebastian. I, my brother, know, yet living in my glass. For such and so in favor was my brother. Even still he went in this fashion, color, and ornament. For him I imitate. Oh, if it prove tempests are kind and salt waves fresh in love.
Believe that I am not sent for you.
Go to, thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
Well held out, defaith. No, I do not know you, nor am I not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak to her. Nor is your name not Master Cesario, nor this is not my nose either. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
And my folly? He has heard that word of some great man, and now applies it to a fool. I prithee, tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I prithee, fool, depart from me. There's money for thee.
Ooh.
If you tarry longer, I shall give worse payment.
I trust thou hast an open hand. Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for thee.
Well, there's for thee. And there. And there. Are all the people mad?
Oh, sir, all right.
This I will tell my lady straight. I would not be in some of your coats for 2 pence.
Come, sir, hold.
Nay, let him alone. I'll go another way to work with him. I'll have an action of battery against him, if there be any law in Illyria. Though I struck him first. Yet it's no matter for that.
Come, sir.
Let go thy hand.
Come, sir, I'll not let you go.
Hold, Sir Toby. On thy life I charge thee. Hold.
Madam!
Will it ever be thus? Ungracious wretch, fit for the mountains and the barber's caves where mares ne'er were preached. Out of my sight! Be not offended, good Cesario. Roots might be gone. I pray thee, gentle friend, let thy good wisdom, not thy passion sway against the peace. Go with me to my house. Do not deny. Bestrew his soul for me. He starred one poor heart of mine in thee.
What relish is in this? How runs this stream? Or I am mad, or else this is a dream. Let fancy still my sense and lethe steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. Wilt thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh, say it so, and so be.
Nay, I prithee, put on this gown and this beard. Make him believe that you are Sir Topus the curate. Do it quickly. I'll call Sir Toby the whilst.
Well, I'll put it on, and I will dissemble myself in it. I would I were the first who ever dissembled in such a gown. The competitors enter.
Joe bless thee, Master Parson.
Bonus dia, Sir Toby. And as the old hermit very wittily said to a niece of King Gorbadoc, that is. So I, being Master Parson, am Master Parson. For what is that but that, and is but is?
To him, Sir Topus.
What ho, I say! Peace in this prison!
The knave counterfeits well, good knave.
Who calls there?
Sir Topus the curate, who comes to visit Malfolio the lunatic.
Sir Topus, good Sir Topus, go to my lady.
Out, hyperbolical fiend! How vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Well said, Master Parson.
Never was man so amused, Sir Topus. Do not think that I am mad. They have cast me here in hideous darkness.
Why, thou dishonest Satan! I call thee by the most modest terms. Sayest thou that house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topus.
Why, it hath many windows, transparent as barricadoes. And yet complainest thou of obstruction?
I say this house is dark.
Madman, thou errest. I say there is no darkness but ignorance, in which thou art puzzled.
I say this house is as dark as ignorance, though ignorance were as dark as hell. I say never was a man so abused. I am not mad, Sir Topus. Make a trial of it in any constant question.
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wild fowl?
That the souls of our grand dam may haply inhabit a bird.
What thinkest thou of his opinion?
I think nobly of the soul, and no way approve of his opinion.
Fare thee well. Remain thou still in darkness. Thou shalt hold the opinion of Pythagoras ere I shall allow of thy wits, and fear to kill a woodcock, lest thou dispossess the soul of thy grand dam. Fare thee well.
Sir Topus! Sir Topus!
Most exquisite Sir Topus.
Nay, I am for all waters.
Thou might have done without the gown and the beard. He sees thee not.
To him in thy own voice, and bring word to me how thou findest him. I would we were well rid of this knavery. Come to my chamber by and by.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me how thy lady does.
Oh?
My lady is unkind, Purdy.
Fool?
Alas, why is she so?
Fool, I say!
She loves another. Who calls, huh?
Good fool, if ever thou didst deserve well of me, fetch me pen, paper, ink, and candle. And as I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio?
Aye, good fool.
Alas, sir, how fare you besides your 5 wits?
Fool, I am not mad. I am as well in my wits as you are.
But as well? Then you are mad indeed if you be no better in your wits than a fool.
Oh, they have propertied me here. Keep me in darkness. Send me ministers, asses, who do their best to face me out of my wits.
Advise what you say. The minister is here.
Malvolio! Malvolio! Thy wits the heavens restore, endeavour thyself to sleep, and leave thy vain dribble-blabble.
Sir Topus?
Maintain no words with him, good fellow.
Who, I, sir? Not I, sir. God be with you, Sir Topus.
Merry amen.
I will, sir, I will.
Fool, I say.
Alas, sir, be patient.
What say you, sir?
I am shed for speaking to you.
Fool, help me to candle and paper. And I am as well in my wits as any man in Illyria.
Well a day that you were.
By this hand I am. Fool, paper, ink, candle, and pen, convey what I set down to my lady, and thou wilt be advantaged as never the bearing of letter did.
I will help you to it. But tell me true, are you not mad indeed, or do you but counterfeit?
I am not mad, good fool. I swear it.
Nay, I'll never believe a madman till I see his brains. I will fetch you light and paper and ink.
Fool, I will requite thee in the highest degree. Prithee, be gone.
I am gone, sir, and anon, sir, I'll be with you again in a trice. Like to the old wise, your need to sustain, with dagger of lath, in his rage and his wrath, cries, aha, to the devil, like a mad lad, pare thy nails, dad. Adieu, good man devil.
That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me, I do feel it and see it. And though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, yet 'tis not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the Elephant, yet there he was, and there I found this credit that he did range the town to seek me out. His counsel now might do me golden service, for though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, I am ready to distrust mine eyes and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad, or else the lady's mad. Yet, if 'twere so, she could not sway her house, command her followers with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that's deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, go now with me and with this holy man into the cantry by. There before him and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me in the full assurance of your faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace. So, what do you say?
I'll follow this good man and go with you, and having sworn truth ever will be true.
And then lead the way, Father. Heaven so shine, that they may kindly note this act of mine.
loves me. Let me see his letter.
Good Master Fabian, grant me another request.
Anything.
Do not desire to see this letter.
This is to give a dog, and in recompense desire my dog again.
Belong thee to the Lady Olivia, friends.
Aye, sir, we are some of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary. The better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How can that be?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plainly I am an ass. So by my foes I profit in the knowledge of myself. And by my friends I am abused. So, the worse for my friends and the better for my foes.
Why, this is excellent.
By my troth, sir, no. Though it please you to be one of my friends.
Oh, thou shalt not be the worse for me. There's gold.
Oh, but that would be double dealing, sir. I would you could make it another.
Oh, you give me ill counsel.
Put your grace in your pocket, sir, for this once, and let your flesh and blood obey it.
Well, I will be so much a sinner to be a double dealer. There's another.
Primo secundo tertio is a good play. And the old saying is, the third pays for all. The triplex, sir, is a good tripping measure. 1, 2, 3.
You can fool no more money out of me at this throw. If you will let your lady know I am here to speak with her, and bring her along with you, it may awake my bounty further.
Marry, sir, lullaby to your bounty till I come again. I go, sir, and as you say, sir, let your bounty take a nap. I will awake it anon.
Unhand me!
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well, yet when I saw it last, it was besmeared as much of Vulcan in the smoke of war. A bobbling vessel was he captain of. What's the matter?
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the Phoenix and was brought from Crete. Here in the streets, desperate of shame and state, in private Bible we did apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, spoke on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what 'twas but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief! What foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou, in terms so bloody and so dear, hast made thine enemies?
Good Orsino, noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess on base and ground enough, Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither, that most ungrateful boy there by your side. From the rude seas enraged and foamy mouth did I deliver. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave to him, and did thereto add my love, without retention or restraint, all his in dedication. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his love, into the dangers of this adverse town. Came to defend him when he was beset, where being apprehended, his false cunning, not meaning to partake with me in danger, taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, and became a 20 years removed thing, while one would wink. Denied me my own purse, which I recommended for his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before. No interim, not a minute's vacancy. Both day and night did we keep company.
Oh, here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me. But more of that anon. Take him aside.
What would my lord? But that he may not have wherein Olivia may seem serviceable. Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Madam?
Gracious Olivia.
What say you, Cesario? Good, my lord.
My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel?
Still so constant, lord.
What, to perverseness? What shall I do?
Even what it please, my lord, that shall become him.
Why should I not? Had I the heart to do it, kill what I love? Savage jealousy that sometimes savors nobly. But hear me this, how this your minion, whom I know you love, and whom, by heaven I swear, I tender dearly. Him will I tear out of that cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe with mischief. I'll sacrifice the lamb that I do love to spite a withered heart within a dove.
And I, most jocund, apt, and willing lie, to do you rest 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more than by all the moors ere I shall love wife. If I do feign you witnesses above, punish my life for tainting of my love.
I am detested. How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does do you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Has it been long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Holy Father!
Come, away.
Whither, my lord? Cesario! Husband! Stay!
Husband?
Aye, husband. Will he that deny?
Her husband, Sirrah.
No, my lord, not I.
Alas, this is the baseness of thy fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario. Take thy fortunes up. Be that thou knowest thou art, then thou art as great as thou fearest. A welcome, Father. Father, I charge thee by thy reverence here to unfold what thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by mutual joining of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips, and all the ceremony of this contract, since when, my watch can tell me, towards my grave, I have travelled but 2 hours.
Oh, thou dissembling cub! What wilt thou be when time has sowed a grizzle on thy case? Will not else thy craft so quickly grow that thine own trip shall be thine overthrow? Farewell, and take her, but direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Oh, do not swear. Hold little faith, though thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God, a surgeon! Send one presently for Sir Toby.
What is the matter?
He has broke my head across and has given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too. For the love of God, your help.
Who has done this, Fabian?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman, Cesario.
Here he is. You broke my head for nothing, and that I did I was set on to do by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you.
You have hurt me. Here comes Sir Toby, halting. You shall hear more. For if he had not been a drink, he would have tickled you by the gates than he did.
How now, gentlemen? How is't with you?
Star one, hast hurt me, that's Andant. Son, has seen the surgeon, son.
Oh, he's drunk, Sir Toby. An hour agone. His eyes were set at 8 in the morning.
No, he's a rogue. I hate a drunken rogue.
Get him to bed and let his hurt be looked to.
I am sorry, madam. I have hurt your kinsman, but had it been the brother of my own blood, I must have done no less with wit and safety. You cast a strange regard upon me, and by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, but even for the vows we made each other so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, 2 persons? A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio, oh my dear Antonio, how the hours have racked and tortured me since I have lost thee.
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How you made a vision of yourself, an apple cleft in 2, is not more twin than these 2 creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor can there be such deity in my nature. Of here and everywhere. I had a sister whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What name, what countryman, what parentage?
Messalene, Sebastian was my father. Such a Sebastian was my brother too. So went he suited to his watery tomb.
Were you a woman, as the rest goes even, I should my tears let fall upon your cheek and say thrice welcome, drowned Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow.
And so had mine.
And died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years.
That record is lively in my soul. He indeed finished his mortal act the day that made my sister 13 years.
If nothing lets to make us happy both, I am that Viola. And to confirm, I'll bring you to a captain in this town where lie my maiden weeds, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count. All the occurrence of my fortune since hath been between this lady and this lord.
So comes it, lady. You have been mistook. You would have been contracted to a maid, nor are you therein by my life deceived. You have been betrothed both to a maid and a man.
Be not amazed. Right noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times thou never shouldst love woman like to me.
And all those sayings will I overswear, and those swearings remain as true in soul as doth that orbed continent, the fire that severs day from night.
Give me thy hand. Let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garments. He, upon some action, is now in durance at Malvolio's suit. A gentleman and follower of my lady's.
He shall enlarge him. Fetch Malvolio hither. And yet, I remember me. They say, poor gentleman, he is much distract. An entracting frenzy of mine own by remembrance clearly banished his. How does he, sirrah?
Truly, madam, he holds bells but at the stave's end as well as a man in this case may do. Has he a written letter for you?
Open it and read it.
Look then to be well edified when the fool delivers the madman.
By the Lord, madam.
How now? Are you mad?
No, madam, I do but read madness, and your ladyship shall have it as it ought to be.
You must allow Vokes.
I pray thee, read it in thy right wit.
So I do, Madonna, but to read his right wits is to read thus.
Therefore prepend, my princess, and give ear.
Read it, you, sirrah.
Ha ha! By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet have I the benefit of my senses, as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right, or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of, and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
Aye, madam.
This savors not much of distraction.
See him delivered, Fabian. Bring him hither. My lord, so please you, these things further thought on, to think me well a sister as a wife. One day shall crown an alliance on it, so please you, here at my house, and at my proper cost.
Madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and for your service done for him, so much against the mettle of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding, and since you called me master for so long, here is my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress.
Oh, a sister, you are she!
Ah, is this the madman?
I'm, my lord, the same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you, peruse this letter. You must not now deny it is in your hand. Write from it in hand or phrase, nor say it is not your invention or your seal. You can say none of this. Grant it then, and in the modesty of honor, tell me, why have you given me such clear lights of favor? Bade me come smiling and cross-gartered, wear yellow stockings, and be rude to Sir Toby and the lighter people. And having acted thus, in obedient hope, why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, visited by the priest, kept in darkness, and Nathan and those notorious deck and go that air invention preyed upon. Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though I confess much like the character, but out of question 'tis Mariah's hand. And now I do bethink me, it was she who told me thou wast mad, then camest in smiling, and in such forms which here were presupposed upon thee in the letter. I pray thee, be content, practice hath most shrewdly passed upon thee. But when we know the grounds and the authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak, and that no quarrel nor no brawl may come. Most freely, I confess myself and Sir Toby set this device against Malvolio here. Upon some stubborn and uncourteous words we conceived against him. Maria writ the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he hath married her. How with a sportful malice it was followed. May rather pluck on laughter than revenge.
Alas, poor fool, how have they baffled thee?
I'll be revenged on the whole pack of you.
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Cesario, come, for so you shall be while you are a man, but when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
When that I was a little tiny boy with hey-ho! In the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain, it raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate with hey-ho! The wind in the rain, 'gainst knaves and thieves men shut their gate, for the rain, it raineth every day. When I came alas to wive with hey-ho! The wind in the rain, by swaggering could I never cry, for the rain, it raineth every day. But when I came unto my beds with hey-ho! The wind in the rain, with trespass still had drunken heads, for the rain, it raineth every day. Great while ago the